Okay, you're welcome, Honorable. Just a question. We want to look at the legislative arm of government and see how we can have a legislature that is free from control of the executive as we have today in Nigeria. So than that, it's going to be very
First of all, I want to say thank you for the privilege of having us. As you know, legislators are elected by the people. They are the voices. There must be trust for an effective legislature between the people and the legislators. To build this trust, the citizens must actively participate in the process. What do I mean by this? What I mean is, when bills, motions, policies are before the House, citizens are now points to speak up in favor of or against. It will be then the duty of the House to listen to the citizens and to pass those bills or motions, either pass them or not pass them, according to what the feedback they get. And that is why the National Assembly holds public hearings, there's public petitions, there's many avenues of engagement for citizens to air their views. So the trust must be built between the citizens and the legislature. So rather than citizens staying apart and accusing the legislature, I would prefer that Nigerians as a whole monitor every day. There's an order, there's what we call order of the day, what the House is going to deliberate on, and it goes on for a week. Know what the House is going to deliberate on. Talk to your member, form groups and associations and speak on it. This has worked in the past, but when the citizens are complacent, you find out that there's a tendency for National Assembly to sort of drift. So citizens must be very, very proactive. I know how the direction of the not too young to bill run, not too young to run bill came, and the citizens said, look, we're tired, we want younger people. We don't trust what these older people are doing. We want the right to be there. And because of the mass mobilization, immediately the National Assembly said, look, this is what the youth are asking for, we have to do it right away. So whatever comes before the National Assembly, citizens must play an active role, participate actively, so that trust.
But just the second and last question. What would be your assessment of the current National Assembly? Many Nigerians have expressed concern. It looks like there's too much executive interference, or too much of the line between the executive and the legislature seems to be too blurred. But do you share that sentiment?
Well, first I must say that, as you can see, the friction is less between the executive and the legislature.
Is that true for democracy?
Exactly, which makes for a more harmonious working relationship between the two. So in terms of that, that is good. However, the legislature must continue to play its role as a check and balance, and they mustn't fail in this role, because once you do, once the legislature does that, then the lack of trust comes about, and citizens begin to say what they're currently saying. So those are the key points I have to say about that. Thank you.
NCGF TV, NCGF TV, NCGF TV.